Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, on behalf of Literary Warriors Group. Today is a very special day, July 21st, 2026, and Neelam, Saxena, and I, Rupa, we are here together because we are going to have a book chat on Neelam's latest novella. It is Battle for the Broken Realms. Welcome to each one of you who is going to join us, who have joined us, and who will be a part of our journey with Neelam and myself. Today, we are going to explore the imaginative universe of her beautiful book, Battle for Broken Realms. And I want you to know every time I talk to her, the number of books she's written just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. So the last I know, she's written 82 books, of which 7 are novels, 9 are short story collections, 51 poetry books, 1 young adult fiction, and 16 children's titles. She is one of India's most prolific contemporary writers who in 2014 was recognized by Forbes India as one of the 78 most popular authors. And also, she's a lyricist whose award winning lyrics, Mere Sajan Sun Sun, has been talked about and awarded, as I mentioned. And her social change poetry is recognized by US consulate contests among the many awards that she has written, and I can go on and on and on. So let me first invite you to step into the origins of this fantastical world. So let me ask you, Neelam, after a very warm welcome to you, what first inspired you to write Battle for the Broken Realms?
Well, the idea was born when I used to tell my daughter one story every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been telling her stories since she was 2 months,
Okay,
and which later changed to like she would give me characters.
okay,
She would tell me this is the theme she wanted a story on, and I was given 5 minutes, and I
okay,
had to think of a story and tell her. And that is when she would sleep. Otherwise, she found sleep doesn't come easily. So when she was in eighth standard, she said, "Now I don't want a story. I want a series of stories." So I was wondering what it could be, and then this idea hit me. I had just learnt about chakras,
okay,
and there are 7 colors, as we all know, in the chakras. So when they come together, they can have a lot of energy. So from that little concept, everything developed. So as you can see, even in the book cover, there are
mm-hmm.
7 characters. Can you see the book?
If you'll
Yes.
hold, can you get it closer to the, yeah, now I see it clearly.
Yeah. So if this is viral, who's violet color,
Mm-hmm.
and we have all other colors. Yellow, we have red,
Right.
we have
The
uh,
rainbow
we
colors.
have light blue, we have indigo, we have. So we can. So all the characters had different colors.
Correct.
So the thought was born at that moment, and
So
I
it is
made up.
that phase in your life when you were drawn to the chakras, the energies, the colors. That is what specifically drew you to the fantasy for this story, because you are otherwise focused on poetry, fiction, children's literature. So is that the reason that when you got into the chakras and the world and universe of it, this is what was born out of it?
Well, that time I used to write fiction more than poetry.
Okay.
Uh, Everybody has different phases, writing phases.
Mm-hmm.
So in that phase, I was writing more stories. I was writing novels. So this was another novel,
Okay.
and but you know what happened? That time I told her some story
Mm-hmm.
which was similar to this,
Mm-hmm.
And like every character I had thought of very well, even the
Mm-hmm.
name of the two clans of
Mm-hmm.
ghosts that I've given,
Correct.
Banshees and Ignis.
Yes, correct.
So those are also well thought of, because I did research on the names, and the mother of the protagonist has a green color, green aura.
Right. Right.
So banshees also have a green aura. So that's why I made these banshees green. Rather, I gave them the name Banshees, this clan of ghosts,
Right.
and the
Right.
others remained Ignis.
Do you think your engineering background, your public service background influences the structure or the logic of the realms that we talk about in this novella of yours, the fantasy?
Certainly, it helps
Certainly.
me. Yeah, very certainly, because I have often been thinking, ki, where does this engineering background come into when I write? So when we are doing some engineering work, what we do is we try to make everything very methodical, and this is the way this will move, this is the way this will move. So my novels also start moving like that.
We have
So
Anu joining here who says, congratulations, my favorite. And she says, looking forward to reading your rainbow dreams. You rock, Neelam Saxena.
thank you, Anu. You rock too, and I love you a lot. Thanks for joining.
Always. Thank you, Anu. So, Ignis is a realm full of supernatural beings and fractured balance. How did you conceptualize its architecture?
See, certain things are already done during that period. I just had to build upon it when I started writing. So, some of it was written, as you already know, and it lay in my laptop since ages.
Mm-hmm.
And I was posted on different posts where I didn't get time to write actually. So I write poetry when I don't get too much time, because poetry takes less time.
Close and
So
you're done. Yes.
yeah.
Right.
So I need continuity in writing, so I wasn't getting that. So it lay in my laptop. And then one fine day, I think that was near Dashera, and we had lot of leaves in office
Mm-hmm.
because I was posted in Kolkata that time. And
Mm-hmm.
I decided to just pick this up. We had been discussing this novella quite a lot, and we
Mm-hmm.
just picked it. I just picked it up, and I felt that I can't stop. And I kept writing, writing, writing. I was writing at least 2 chapters a day. So,
Wow. So it came back to life again because of the holidays and the time you had, and you went back to a book that you had started writing long time back, many
yeah,
years back, really. Thakur
yeah.
Mahendra Singh ji is here congratulating you, and we have Kalu Ram ji who's also here. Thank you so much for joining us. And you talk about the rainbow team, which is symbolically rich. Your intention behind giving each character a color based emotional identity is, like you said, the chakras. How did you get into that to start with? And then the influence flowed into your characters in the book here.
See, that time, that was the time when I first started with yoga seriously,
Uh huh.
because we were taught yoga in school, but I was never serious about it.
Acha, okay.
So I used to do yoga because it was compulsory,
Right. Most of us do that because of that reason. Okay.
but I hated it that time when I
That
was a
time.
student.
Yes. Yeah.
But when I was posted in Lucknow,
Mm-hmm.
um, my job gave me some free time, and my daughter was also slightly grown up,
Mm-hmm.
and she would go to play in the evening hours. So I started going for yoga. Then I started loving it a lot. Then I moved on to meditation. So while I
Right.
was doing meditation, somebody said, "Why don't you try chakra healing?" So I said, "I want to try everything now and learn everything, and then decide what to follow and what not to follow."
So this is
Yes.
proof that people beware of writers, because what you do or how you are with the writer will be a part of the book someday in some way. So watch your words and your actions, readers. Ritu Kamraji is here congratulating you, Neelam, and Renu Gupta is here saying beautiful probing interacting session, Neelam ji and Rupa. Thank you so much for joining us. So, Neelam, your works often explore social issues. Is there a metaphorical parallel between the conflicts in Ignis and the real world challenges, you would say?
Yeah, everything that a writer imagines is normally a challenge which he or she sees in the present times.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, this represents good, evil, and how evil is shown everywhere is looks very powerful, and
Correct.
how some individuals have the capacity, or
Mm-hmm.
when they develop a will
Mm-hmm.
to overcome the evil, and
Mm-hmm.
good prevails.
Coming to the characters, our protagonist, Viorel. Viorel is a masculine given name of Romanian origin. It translates to sweet violet flower or alpine squill, deriving from the Romanian word vioria, which comes from the Latin viola. So there is a color attachment also to the protagonist. And this is a unique protagonist, a boy who sees ghosts and becomes the paria. How did you shape his emotional journey, Neelam?
Actually, if I tell you frankly, my protagonist was not Viral initially, it was Viola only.
Right, right.
And then what happened? There was one girl who came into our colony to stay, and her name was also Viola.
Ah,
So I thought ki now I have to change things because there's no resemblance between the two characters. So I just changed the name.
so you switched it up. Okay. And which character surprised you the most during your writing process?
Maybe Buddy,
Buddy, because.
because Buddy seemed so normal. And like when I had planned the scene, I was planning the scenes one by one.
Mhm.
So when I had planned the scene, I just thought that he'll be his playmate.
Okay.
Then, while writing, it suddenly struck me, why don't I give him an important role? Somebody small, somebody who doesn't seem so important can be important also. So, in fact, that chapter on Buddy, where he talks about how he became a ghost, that
Mhm.
was added later.
I see. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. And the mother child bond that drives the quest of Viorel, how did you approach writing this relationship between the mother and the child? What was it based on?
I suppose me and my daughter.
And is there a touch of your relationship with your mother and yours with your child both, or is it entirely you and your child that spills into this relationship?
A very difficult question, and yet not so difficult. Because when I would see from Viral's point of view, I could see my mother. And
Hmm.
when I was seeing from his mother's point of view, I could see my daughter. Yes.
Okay. You hold a Limca Book of Records and the title for prolific bilingual writing. So, what language are you more comfortable in, although you write prolifically in both the languages?
See, I also write in Marathi.
Wow, trilingual, huh? Okay, okay,
But see, I started in English
okay.
because I thought that's the only language I know how to write in. Uh,
Hmm.
and I didn't feel that Hindi is my stronghold.
Okay.
But when I wrote certain poems in Hindi,
Hmm.
uh, people loved it. and especially people in my colony that time, because I used to anchor a lot of programs for great personalities who would
Mm-hmm.
come in our functions.
Mm-hmm.
So I would make my own four liners. That started in 1994 only.
I
So
see.
I've compared for various people. Like this aspect has come out only today, despite so many interviews. So compared programs for Kumar Sanu. I've compared for Malini Awasthi, and who else? A lot of big people.
Okay.
Surendra Kumar, the Hasya Kavi.
Mm-hmm.
So many programs I had compared, and that time I used to make four liners spontaneously. I didn't want to use shares by famous poets. I wanted to use my own lines.
Which you do even now, because whenever there are events which you moderate, I know that you introduce people with your four liners, and I've tried doing it a few times myself. And we have Renu Gupta continuously again giving you more support, love, and she says she's inspired by you. And she says, inspirational creative journey enriched by your varied experiences as a professional and as a keen observer of life around. Absolutely well said. So, what techniques, what craft techniques helped you to balance imagination with clarity, you would say? Because there's a lot of imagination in this book. And how long did this novella take you altogether? And what part of this process surprised you the most?
See, as I told you, the thing that it was lying in my laptop unwritten means I'd written how many, five or six chapters?
Okay,
So for 10 years or so, it was lying just like that in my
10
laptop.
years.
And
Okay.
and then a conversation with Miss Rupa Rao.
So let you know, those who are going to listen, those who are listening in. Neelam was very sweet to share her draft with me, and I was honored to be the beta reader and give her very few insights of mine. And then the book just took off. She just was flowing with inspiration. And of course, then she went to a big publisher, Readomania, who's helped her sculpt her book to perfection. And this is the end product today. And in fact, I would love for you to pick a part that you can and you would like to read for us in your words in your voice.
First, I would love to thank you for encouraging me because you do need some catalyst. So you were that catalyst that time.
Thank you for saying so, but really it's all you. You had already started off and you were in a flow at that point in time, and it just came and came. It was beautiful.
So I'm reading from Luna's Secrets and the Power of Calm.
Okay.
Empathy. It was a quiet power, not fleshy or loud, but powerful in its own way. It was the kind of power that could change everything. One ghost, one person, one creature at a time. Just as Viral was beginning to feel comfortable with his newfound ability, the air around them shifted. The peaceful hum of the Banshee wren dimmed, replaced by a strange, unsettling silence. Luna stiffened behind him. Something's not right. Before Viral could ask what she meant, a dark shape appeared at the edge of the lagoon of longings. It wasn't a ghost. Sorry, it was a ghost, large and menacing, with jagged edges that flickered like flames. It was double his height. That's an Ignis, Luna whispered urgently. We need to leave now. But the Ignis ghost had already seen them. With a sharp, eerie hiss, it dived towards Viral, its fiery form crackling with dangerous energy. Viral's heart pounded in his chest. But before he could react, Luna stepped in front of him, her hands glowing with a soft blue light. Stay behind me, she commanded, her voice soft but steady. The Ignis ghost hissed again, its fiery eyes locked on Viral. You don't belong here, human, it snarled. You're not welcome here in our world. Luna raised her glowing hands, and two slender knives of light appeared in her grip. He is with me, she said firmly, and you don't dare touch him. I'll stop here.
Lovely. I love the way you read it with expression, with all emotions as is supposed to be read by the reader. So, coming to your future works, do you plan to expand Broken Realms into a series, or is there going to be a sequel to it? What are you thinking? Where is your headspace right now?
Yes, I do plan because it has been ended also that way.
Uh huh.
The ending is very interesting, but I don't want to reveal it right now. But yes, it is planned as a sequel. It will have rather many sequels. So I'm just waiting to see how the book does, and I have my idea ready. I have my outlines done,
Uh
and
huh.
I'll start writing it. And maybe Rupa Rao will encourage me someday again to
I
write.
would absolutely be so excited to be part of that journey. And in fact, I imagine every character therein, the mother who comes back into his life, or Buddy, or any one of the characters can have a spin off and a life of their own. So you have so many subplots you can walk into with your book, with your characters, with the imagination you've got. And your imagination and craft brings readers into the worlds that feel magical and meaningful. I must say that. What are the new genres or themes that excite you next, you think?
Besides this, I've written one full book on poetry, which has women as theme. This was written in 3 days while I was in USA in my
Okay.
visit to Grand Canyon
Uh huh.
uh, from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming up. And then there's one English poetry collection which I had written near River Hooghly in Kolkata.
Uh huh.
It's titled The Soul Sky. It's under publication.
Wow. Is it
And
about all the different moods of the water and the sunset and the lights and the shades around the water? That's what you'll be talking about? Well, let's
no,
wait and let's see what you're going to talk
yeah,
about.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And what else?
Um, I'm also right. I've also written one very interesting book for children called The Accidental Ganesha. I will not
Okay.
reveal what it is all about,
The
but
name
it
itself
is.
is so interesting. Accidental Ganesha. Very interesting title. Tell me, what was the most challenging part for you, Neelam, as someone who writes day in, day out, every day, just flows from you? What was the most challenging part of writing fantasy fiction for young adults?
See, I have written for children right from 3 years to 18 years, and
Mm-hmm.
I've written a book for children too.
Hmm.
That's in Hindi.
Hmm.
But writing this was different
Hmm.
because I had to understand what will interest the teenagers or young adults more.
Correct.
And when you go to a different age group,
Mm-hmm.
you have to either think like that or give it to someone of that age group to read so that the person can give you a feedback. So after your beta feedback, I did give it to teenagers, and
Mm-hmm.
I took their inputs too, because I changed,
That's
in fact,
your
four or
target
five.
audience.
Yeah, I changed 4 or 5 chapters after that feedback. I
Makes
rewrote
sense.
them. Hmm.
Makes
I
complete
rewrote them.
sense. Wow.
So,
So, how do you view destiny versus free will in this novella? Because we are talking destiny, we are talking free will here.
see, destiny always has something planned for us. Sometimes we know about it, sometimes we don't know about it.
True, true.
But it always, tries to take us to that path.
Hmm.
If you see your own life, or if Renu Gupta ji or Ritu Kamra or Kaluram or whosoever has joined us, they
Yes.
all think we are all going somewhere in some direction.
Hmm.
We don't have a prophecy, but we are still going.
Hmm.
And one day we were just discussing, our college classmates. We were all 21, 22 at that time when we had discussed what we want to do in future.
Hmm.
And we were again sitting in one of the meets of our batchmates,
Hmm.
classmates rather.
Hmm.
And one line which just came out of my mouth and another friend's mouth was,
Hmm.
Ki, we all became what we wanted to.
Hmm.
So that time we were 21, 22, and now we all of us are 55 plus,
Right.
and whatever we thought, we become that. So destiny was always carving away. And like if I see from my childhood,
Mm-hmm.
there were certain things which others had planned for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I had my own feeling. And that I can simply name as destiny, because it was leading me somewhere. I didn't want to follow that path which others had set for me. So
Right.
something was there, something divine was there, some prophecy was there. Ki I have to come here. So I came where I am today.
So look where your prophecy and your free will has brought you, although you're predestined or others had pre planned your life for you. And isn't that very interesting? And talking of this fantasy young adult novel, this is a rich world building by you where the dual realms and the spectral beings create a vivid fantasy landscape, and readers will enjoy it no matter you're young, you're adult, or a young adult, or at heart young or young adult. And the rainbow team adds emotional depth and thematic clarity. And Viorel, the protagonist's journey, blends personal loss, identity, and destiny, and the fantasy is accessible where the novella appears suitable for crossover audiences. Tell me, what do you feel you could have done differently, or maybe you would do the same thing all over again? What do you feel about it?
For this novella, I'm 100% sure that I would do the same thing again. Because
Beautiful.
like though I write very fast when I decide to,
Yeah,
other novels also I've written in 2 months, or 1.5 months
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
uh, but till I'm confident, I keep changing.
Mm-hmm.
I've erased once. I've erased 7, 8 chapters from one of the novels because my daughter gave me an insight that this is not going the right way.
I see.
So yeah, so this was about my novel. Can I have this chance? So I
Wow.
do that, but once I'm satisfied, I do what I want to do, and then I think this is the right way. Then I close the chapter and I close everything from my mind. But I had a very good editor.
Mm-hmm.
Besides your first inputs and
Mm-hmm.
those two teenagers who gave me some insights, Ridomania had a very good editor, Indrani, and
Mm-hmm.
she saw everything so nicely. Some small things that I had missed. So all those were done so well. So I'm really excited about this book.
It is an exciting novella which offers a warm, imaginative, emotionally resonant fantasy experience with themes of courage, belonging, and balance. And its symbolic structure with the two realms and the rainbow spectrum. It's a story designed to be entertaining and meaningful. And Neelam, I must say, I have enjoyed being a part of this journey with you midway when you decided to revive it again, which makes it so interesting. And Renu's here with some more comments where she says, your answers, she's enjoying them thoroughly. And you are a keen observer of life all around. And that's how your book is also being written. So thank you to all those who've joined us. And Neelam, I want to hear from you. What is it you want to do? Uh, After we are done talking today about this book? Where do you want to see this book go from here?
I would love more and more people to read. We all write so that we are read. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel this is such a nicely done work. Only if it reaches the right hands and the right people, uh, my writing would be satisfactory to me.
Amen. Tathastu. That's what is going to happen. And all the best to you, Neelam. Congratulations. And thank you for a wonderful half hour together with you. And I look forward to many more book journeys with you and also to meet you in person very soon, God willing.
Yes, we were making plans, and I hope those plans are successful, just like I planned for my book, and it is out
Come
today.
alive.
And yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So may everything come to life that you imagine and create. And we all readers look forward to reading many more books from you, Neelam. Thank you so much. Congratulations on a wonderful launch of your book. And talk to you again very soon.
Thank you, dear Rupa, and thanks to Renuji, Rituji, Kaluram, and all our lovely friends who joined us, Thakurji, Anuradha. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye. See you some other time.
Good night. Good day. Bye bye. Thank you.